Thank you for that song. I love it. I wish the sun was out today, but it'll just have to stay out in our hearts. I want to welcome everyone that's here today in body and soul, and people that are online. Welcome. Everyone is welcome here. We're an open community. So we have with us a saying that we say when we welcome people here about our heart center, our heart-centered community. So if you want to join me in reading this, you're welcome to join me. We are a heart-centered community seeking spiritual awakening and transformation by deepening our connections with God, self, and others. All right. I will invite you to stand, if you're able, for a welcome song, which is I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm. The words and music by Chris Foster. So I want to see everybody sizzle. Thank you. All right, now everybody's up. Greet your neighbor. Say welcome to somebody you don't know. Shake a hand. Give a hug if you feel so moved. And if you see somebody you've never said hi to before, say hi. And just greet each other. And be social till the music starts again, and then just return.
My mind is open to changing the world. Let it begin, let change begin with me. My heart embraces a world wrapped in peace. let it begin, let peace begin with me. I am an agent of change, a sweet dove of peace. I am love, I am love, I am love, I am love. I am an agent of change, a sweet dove of peace. I am love unfolding. My eyes envision a world aglow in love. Let it begin, let love begin with me. We move together toward all that is just. Let it begin, let justice begin with us. We are agents of change, sweet doves of peace. We are love, we are love, we are love, we are love. We are agents of change, sweet doves of peace. We are love unfolding. We are love unfolding.
All right. Everybody's already sitting, so I'm not going to invite you to do so. So, this is a transformation time. I was writing that down. I thought, no, it's transition, but it is also transforming. Everything changes, and we're drawing in the energy for positive changes, for a new minister, for more congregation, to draw more people in that are like-minded, that have a similar heart to us. We have our transformation affirmation, which, if you'll repeat this with me: Unity of Bloomington is generating an abundant future in expansive alignment with Spirit. We lean deeply into truth principles, live our faith, and trust the process. Our greatest desire is to be abundant and attract those who value spiritual growth, including our next right minister. All right. Now, what we have today, we have a wonderful woman who's going to speak, Machai St. She has been an agent of peace and love her whole life that I know of. She's very brave to agree to get up here in front of everybody and share what's in her heart. She's known as the Peace Peddler. She's a mother of 2, grandmother of 7, peace activist, mentor, a sound healer. She's going to use the sound bowls to help healing. She performs peace concerts, leads online communities, facilitates experiences intended to uplift, connect, and inspire personal connections and global unity. In '95, Machai opened Water Song Sanctuary for Peace and Healing, a 10-acre retreat center which hosted many indigenous healers, ceremonies, and educational events. Then she fulfilled a lifelong dream of travel and service by crossing 11 African countries and Turkey by bicycle, a distance of approximately 8,000 miles. No small feat. She's a very brave woman. She can do this. For her 50th birthday in 2015, she created the Peace is Possible bike tour to dedicate her life to creating a palpable presence of peace on earth. She also joined the crew of the Golden Rule Peace Boat, a historic vessel sailing for world peace and nuclear abolition. Since that time, Machai has traveled 26 countries by bicycle and sailboat. I'm so jealous. At Unity Center of Peace in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Machai spent 2 years as the youth education director. She was on the board and also was a member of the lay ministry team and prayer team. Here at Unity of Bloomington, she heads up our Sunday morning childcare program. Currently, Machai is building a worldwide community of people dedicated to taking action toward a peaceful, sustainable world. Please welcome Machai and her talk.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so, thank you, Kathy. And yeah, the first song I'm gonna do is If I Were Brave, which seems like a good thing to do right now. Here we go. I knew I could not fail, and if I believe with the wind always fill up my sail, how far would I go? What could I achieve? Trusting the hero in me. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where fools and dreamers dare to tread, and never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? What if we're all meant to do what we secretly dream? And what would you ask if you knew you could have anything? Like a mighty oak sleeps in the heart of a seed, are there miracles in you and me? If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where fools and dreamers dare to tread, and never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? If I refuse to listen to the voice of fear with the voice of courage whisper in my ear, and maybe this is what I would hear. I am brave enough to move ahead where fools and dreamers dare to tread, and I'll never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step will I take today? Because I am brave. What will I do today? Because I am brave. What will I do today? Because I am brave. What will I do today? Because I am brave. What will I do today? Because I am brave. Because I am brave. Because I choose to be brave. Thank you guys so much. It is really wonderful. I want to stick that back out of my way for a minute. Really wonderful to be here talking with you guys this morning. And I love this time of year, and it was very purposeful that I chose New Year's Eve to give my talk, because I just love how we've had this whole season from Halloween and Thanksgiving and all of the different things going on in December and solstice, and it brings us right here to this time of quiet and darkness, and where we've really been with our friends, our family, our community, and our own hearts. Really brings us in this. So I love this time of year. And, it's like we are seeds. We are seeds, or we are just like animals going into hibernation. And And so I would like to invite all of us together just to set the intention for this next 20 minutes to really check in and be with what truly lights you up. As this light comes back into the world, we can set the intention to understand and make a commitment to our own inner essence, to our divine expression of light and love and joy. And I have a feeling, I know that in this congregation here, there are so many people who already do this, who tap into their inner light, who are so inspired and inspiring. We have artists, dancers, poets. We have people who bring food. We have people who show up every week with open hearts and to share who they are. And we can feel that palpable feeling in this congregation and in the people. So first, I just want to invite us. So I want this just to actually be sort of like a little ritual. We're going to take a moment to release anything that does not serve us anymore. And then by the end, we'll go through a meditation and we'll be welcoming back all that is here to serve us now in this new year. So if you're comfortable, just sit up straight, put your feet on the floor, take a nice deep inhale, and release everything. Straight down through your feet, through the floor, into the earth. Let it go. And let's follow that with 2 more deep breaths with intention. The intention of clearing our mind, body, and spirit for all that is here for our good now. And 1 more deep breath. So, after we've taken those 3 deep breaths, just take 1 more minute to be here with your body. How does it feel? Notice if there is a sense of expansiveness, anything new, and a little bit more spaciousness and expansion. And as we look in, let's look with innocence and openness and curiosity at what might want to bloom and grow inside of us this year as the light comes back. What new interest or passion or hobby or perspective may peek through for you this year? Beginning the new year with an attitude of curiosity and openness to new ideas puts us in a mindset to really allow all the good that is available to us. And we don't always have to know the way. In fact, it might be better if we don't. There's a wonderful saying I found by a Dr. Suzuki: if your mind is open and new to everything, there are many possibilities. But in the expert mind, there are few. So don't worry if you don't know the way. In fact, that might knowing or thinking your preconceived notions of how things might have been or supposed to be, societal expectations, people telling you things have to be this way. Trust me, they do not. They do not. And this expansive mind can keep us with new perspectives. So I have a couple of approaches to keep that broad, expansive, open mind that can really enrich our lives. And they seem to oppose, but they're actually, I think it's very interesting, because the first one I'm going to talk about is adopting the beginner's mind, which is like the mind of a child, the mind that doesn't know anything yet, a mind that is free of preconceptions and expectations. And with that mind full of curiosity, to be open to possibilities. And the second thing is the divine mind. Almost opposite, like I say, we have the childlike mind, then we have the divine mind, this expansive mind that contains all of the information in all of the universe is available to us. And that's what we teach here in Unity, that divine mind is available to us at all times. In fact, in Christian Healing, on page 14, Charles Fillmore says, divine ideas are man's inheritance, and they are pregnant with all possibility. I'm going to give you a minute to take that in. Pregnant with all possibility. So how do we get there? How do we reach and how do we open up to all of that possibility? Very first step, awareness and intention. I kind of roll awareness and intention into one. So, and I think these are probably the hardest thing, because becoming aware of something that you don't know, it's awfully hard to become aware of something you don't know. How can you know if you don't know? And so one way to know is to sit with an idea and just notice how it feels. If you've come up against something and the ideas that you have about it feel fearful, doubtful, constricted, full of expectations, preconceived notions, all the no's, why it can't happen. First thing that you know that you are in a negative mindset, a closed mindset where you can change. So becoming aware and making the intention that you are going to make a commitment to your divine light, because that's really what it is. If your heart really wants to reach out and do something, you're being pulled toward that. And so opening up to your divine mind is the most powerful thing that you can do. And in this magnificent universe, the wisdom that is in this magnificent universe is in every cell of your body. And by making the intention to shine your inner light, there will never be another you in all of history. And there will never be exactly what is in your heart. And so planting that seed, making a commitment to your inner light. It's like gardening, I think, gardening your own inner light. And holding the space for your own magic. I personally believe it is our highest calling, is to do that when we think, what am I doing here? What is my life about? And I don't care if your calling is to make blueberry muffins or have children, or, it doesn't have to be go out and save the world. Whatever is in your heart is really amazing and special, and was created by this universe to be expressed through you. So the first thing is to catch ourselves when we're feeling discouraged, stuck, or unhappy. To notice when we're playing through our filters of preconceived notions and expectations, stories we've made up about the past and how things can't work out or won't go this way or that way. And to make to also, once you recognize, you become aware and intentional that you are going to shine your light, you're going to build this garden for your inner seed of light, then having an open, playful mind. This goes back to the beginner's mind, to have an open, playful mind. A mind of a child who doesn't know anything and asks 100 million questions, even stupid questions. Ask stupid questions. Don't act like you know everything. So when I was a child, my father spent lots of time with me. He loved teaching me things. And then, as a child, I loved telling other people everything I knew. I'm sure it was delightful. And I'm not sure how old I was, maybe a preteen or something like that. I realized at some point that whenever somebody would bring up a topic, I would start telling them everything I knew about it, because that's what I thought good conversation was. And thank goodness I, at some point, realized, I was like, wait a minute, if I say I don't know anything about it, these people are going to tell me more, because they're going to tell me their point of view. And whatever I think I knew about it, I'm going to learn something. So I really changed my mindset. And I stopped, I used to make a point of, no matter how much I knew about a subject or what I wanted to add, I would always, or often, not always, but make a point of asking instead. So staying open, curious, free of preconceptions and expectations, and then tapping into that divine mind. Those are the things that bring our possibilities into reality. And then it's our job to hold the space for them to be seen and heard and recognized, because we are amazing transmitters of divine wisdom and guidance. And at any moment, we can choose to tap into that immense inner wisdom. And the more we do it, the more we hear it. Just like the song said, will the voice of wisdom whisper in my ear? Sometimes that voice is so soft, or it might even sound like two different voices on this side going this way, that way. But learning to slow down, to meditate, to find your center, to calm your monkey mind so that you can really tap into that divine wisdom, it's always there. It's always there. always there, just like a candle burning and waiting for you to come. So the last part of what I would like to talk about today is how to really anchor that in. Once you get an idea, something new comes to you, and you know it's right, and you know this is a change you want to make, then how do you begin to really integrate that into your life? Well, I found this quote by Charles Fillmore. He says that we need to watch both the beliefs we hold and the words with which we set them free. If we have an ideal world in which we see things as we want them, yet we think that world is an impossibility, we are dissipating the power that our ideas are creating. And he goes on to say, every idea must have a wire that corresponds to the circuit or current to charge it up. So I don't know about a wire exactly, but circuits of energy make a lot of sense in the body. And as a sound healer, Reiki, I do Reiki as well. I know a lot of you guys do. I mean, I know you guys are really tuned into the energy. You feel this. Well, my friend Angela taught me this wonderful sound healing technique of just humming with intention. And so that's what I am going to invite us into. I am going to basically just segue right into our meditation. And but I want to just invite you guys in this open space right now to maybe just see if there's a little something nudging at your heart that you want to come forth today. And if you don't have anything, don't worry, just put your mind on the intention of knowing what it is that lights your heart up. Just ask. Again, coming into your heart with curiosity. What is that? What's in there? Maybe there's something that you didn't even know you wanted to do that pops up, and you're like, what? I never wanted to be a painter before. What's that? Find out, okay? So just take a minute. Come into that divine heart of yours. This beautiful divine heart that is only going to exist once in all of time. This beautiful divine life that you have. That is yours alone to express and to live. And once you have that in your mind, let's just hum. You just hum to yourself. Just find any pitch you want and just hum. Hum that intention. And you can move it around in your body. But let's just begin humming that intention of light and inspiration, passion being born in your heart. Now, personally, what I think Charles Fillmore was talking about in that wire is those connections, those energy centers that are running all over our body, that are being lit up and coming online with one another as we hum. So let's just continue to hum. Feel it in your body and see if you can hum, move the hum around into different parts of your body, up into your head. By doing this, we are lining up our body, mind, and spirit, and our entire biological processes to be lined up, ready to give us that divine mind, the way forward. Fill your whole body with that hum. You can move the note around if you want, or you can stay on the same note. The most important thing is to connect with that intention. Try to get every part of your body, from your head to your toes, your legs, your belly. Try to get everything resonating with that intention. Now we're going to allow the silence to take this deep into ourselves, deep into our neurobiology. And when we leave here today, we will be different. We are different. letting that settle deeply into your cells, into your heart, into your neurobiology, into your intention. And when you're ready, you can bring yourself back to this room. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. But know that we have deeply, deeply placed that seed of your newness, of your new year. And so it is. And so it is. Breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. Breathing. Empty out your pockets, no enlightenment here. Just a pair of blue eyes and some meditation gear. It's clear we are something much more than what's sold on CD or bought in a store. We are stores of seeds, deep and wise. We are all of the oceans. Just look in your eyes and see the elements that be flowing through you and me. Let go and be free and breathe. Breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. Breathing. Be free of your perceptions, so many misconceptions and wrong notions. Didn't you hear? We are all of the oceans, the rocks, the waves, and the clouds. We are the water droplets gently falling down and returning to the sky. I'm beginning to ask why. I'm yearning just to try and breathe. Breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. Breathing. And there are so many reasons to be happy. Oh yes, yes, yes. There are so many reasons to give thanks. There are so many reasons to be happy, to give praise, give praise. I'm sitting in my room, sweeping with my broom. I'm dancing with the moon, but I will be sleeping soon. But for now, I'm wide awake, sitting still like a lake with some wild rice growing. It's really nice knowing who I really am and who you really are. Sometimes I can forget when I'm driving in my car. It's time to pull over. I didn't get very far. Say, try walking on the earth. That sounds bizarre. I think it's rather funny to let go of my money and be one with the energy that flows in me and around me. So now I just surround me with flowers and poetry, beautiful verses. So when my mind disperses, I'll remember I've rehearsed this. Not to get caught in the cycle of birth and death. But I really don't know about that, so I'll just follow my breath. It's easy. Follow your breath. Follow your breath with me. Breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. Breathing. There are so many reasons to be happy, and there are so many reasons to give thanks. And there are so many reasons to be happy, to give praise, give praise. Breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. Breathing. You're so welcome.
Thank you, Machai. That was awesome. I'm like, wow, how do you follow that? So just breathe, everybody. So what we do now is we prepare to show our gratitude to unity for what we receive, what we give. I like to look at money as fun coupons. And you spend your time growing fun coupons. And if you share them, that helps grow the love. We love to, checks work, cash works is always welcome. You can use the text to give button that's on the screen or donate on the website. We try to make it as easy as possible for you to share your fun coupons. The greeters want to come forward on that. We offer the bag, as this bag is passed. If you are new, there are envelopes on the back of the seats that you can fill out and tell us your first impression of your time here. That helps us grow. If you have a prayer request, please also place that in the envelope and place it in the bag. You will be heard. So I'm going to offer for all of you to join me in saying our abundance, that I am an abundant being in an abundant universe. Not people or situations for my good. God is the source of my supply. I always have something to give, and I consistently give it. I expect the best, I give the best, and I now attract the best in every experience. So as they pass this around, you can bless the bag to help the contents grow. Give what you can, and if you can just give a blessing, give a blessing. And that.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. We've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know the wrong way and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, you know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da da da, la da 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 dee da doo.
All right. All right. I would like to invite the congregation to repeat this with me, to bless our offering that has been collected. Thank you all. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I live, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. Thank you. All right, we have some announcements. There is a board meeting on January the 3rd. I think that's a Wednesday at 5:30. January the 11th is the deadline to contact the nominating committee to be considered for nomination to the board. The nominating committee is Don Pekarski, Melanie Roby, and Patty Robinson. January 14th, save the date. We're going to have the Unity Basics, a refresher class with Dr. Reverend David LeBeau, who exploring the dynamics for living. David has a gift of being able to express our principles so well. So try to make that on the 14th. On the 17th is a 5:30 board meeting. The 21st of January is a Course in Miracles workshop. February 25th, annual meeting immediately after the Sunday service. January the 7th, we'll have Davida Kidd as speaker on Burning Bull Whitestone Ceremony. Sounds very curious. January 14th, David LeBeau is the speaker via Zoom, A Recipe for Community. January 21st, Reverend Karen as a speaker, turning our attention to home on that. And with that, I would like for all of us to please stand and say the prayer for protection, if you can. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. So if you want to join hands in our circle and sing Let There Be Peace on Earth.